Good evening, everyone. Welcome to HIMT YouTube channel. My name is Gunturu Srinivas, myself faculty of HIMT and Vice Principal of Basic HIMT. And on the behalf of the HIMT, I'll be dedicating this video to our beloved late VRV sir. And this video has been prepared keeping in mind for the students for appearing for BIGF DG Exit Exam. So BIGF Part 1 DGS Exit Exam question and answers. So first question is, a dash is required for immediate inerting because deliveries are in the liquid form. And the options are nitrogen vaporizer, hydrogen vaporizer, and oxygen vaporizer. And among all the options, the nitrogen vaporizer is the correct answer. So correct answer is A. And why nitrogen vaporizer? Because from the shore, the nitrogen is supplied in the liquid form. And then through the vaporizer, it is used for inerting the LNG fuel bunker tank. Before, and this is one of the important steps before taking bunkers. And number 2, all LNG lines should be fitted with dash to prevent liquid spill. And the options are safety valve, crock, square steel fitting. And the correct answer is A, safety valve. And question number 3, greenhouse gas affects global warming. So identify an incorrect statement. And when you see the options B, C, and D, the methane emissions come from many sources, both natural and man-made, which is correct. And the largest source of industrial emissions is not from the ship. That is exactly correct. And the emissions from the ship is around 2.8 to 3% only. And the largest source of industrial emissions is from oil and gas industry. That is also correct. So about 40% of man-made global warming is caused by methane, which is a incorrect statement. And actually only 25% of man-made global warming is caused by methane. So the incorrect statement is A. So correct answer is A. About 40% of man-made global warming is caused by methane, which is an incorrect statement. And in relation to ship's boilers, identify incorrect. The options B, C, and D are true, whereas the option A, in a water tube boiler, the number of tubes is dictated by the furnace volume. That is wrong. The number of tubes is dictated by the largest surface area, which is very, very important for generating and for generating more steam. So the correct answer is A. In a water tube boiler, the number of tubes is dictated by furnace volume, which is an incorrect statement. And as per IGF code, dash gas pressure is defined as more than 6 bar, more than 10 bar, more than 16 bar, and more than 300 bar. And the correct option is B. So as per the IGF code, the correct answer is gas pressure more than 10 bar is defined as high pressure. And why is training for LNGF important? And the options are A, LNGF is a new fuel with no track record. And the use of LNGF is very dangerous with lot of risk involved. And release of LNGF to atmosphere would result in an immediate explosion. And LNGF bunkering will take up much time of the crew with routine operations. And among all the options are basically true. But if you see all the options, among all the options, the B option is the exactly correct answer. So the correct answer is B. The use of LNGF is very dangerous with lot of risk involved. So lot of safety measures are taken into account with regarding to the installation and the construction. And question number 7, what is the critical temperature of butane? Option A, 0.7999 degrees centigrade. Option B, 0.1588 degrees centigrade. Option C, 135 degrees centigrade. And option D, 0.5555 degrees centigrade. If you see the critical temperature, it is only a value, a full value. Whereas the option A and option B and the option D, They are represented in the decimal 0.799 and 0.1588 and 0.5555, which is very untrue. So the correct answer is C, that is 135 degree centigrade. And question number 8, the maximum allowable working pressure, that is MAWP of gas fuel tank, shall not exceed dash of MARVS, that is maximum allowable leaf fall setting. And the options are 85%, 90%, 92%, and then D is the 95%. So the correct answer is 90% as per the IGF code 6.3 and 6.3.2. The correct answer is the maximum allowable working pressure of gas fuel tank shall not exceed 90% of maximum allowable leaf fall setting as per the IGF code 6.3.2. So the correct answer is B. In relation to ship's boiler thermodynamics, identify incorrect statement. And here the correct answer is D, because enthalpy can be expressed as a total which must be measured from absolute zero, which is absolutely incorrect, because enthalpy is the sum of internal energy and product of pressure and volume of thermodynamic system. And at the same time, enthalpy is the measure of total heat present in the thermodynamic system where pressure is constant. So when we see the options A, B, and C, they are all correct, and the option D is incorrect. So the correct answer is D. Question number 10. In relation to ship's boiler, identify the incorrect statement. So the option A is steam is much lighter than water and rises rapidly, which is exactly correct. It is true. And option B is at the surface, the steam bubbles burst, releasing the steam, which is also correct. And option C is water in a large container as 5-tube boiler has relatively quick movement, which is also true. And the option D is the movement of steam through the water creates turbulence and circulation, which is the incorrect statement. So the correct answer is D. And question number 11, with regards to MARPOL, identify incorrect statement. And the option A is MARPOL specifies standards for stowing, handling, shipping, and transferring pollutant cargoes, which is exactly true. And option B is MARPOL specifies standards for discharge of ships generated waste, which is also true. MARPOL 73/75 consists of 7 annexes, and each set out regulations covering the various sources of ship generated pollution, which is the incorrect statement, because the MARPOL 73/78 consists of only 6 annex. So the correct answer is C. And question number 12, in thermodynamics terms, identify which one is a real fluid. Option A, steam. Option B, air. And option C, flue gas. So out of these 3 options, correct answer is A, that is steam. And question number 13, how is replacement of a gas achieved in a tank by displacement method? So most probably the displacement is carried out by the inert gas, and inert gas being heavier than air, the correct option is C. A heavier incoming gas is introduced beneath the lighter existing gas at low velocity. So that is the correct answer. Whereas the option A, B, and D, they are incorrect. And question number 14, identify correct sequence of tank preparation for bunkering. Option A is purging, inerting, and cool down process. And option B, inerting, gassing up, and cool down process. And option C is cool down, purging, and gassing up process. And option D is gassing up, inerting, and cool down process. So the correct answer is B, because the procedure has to be followed as per the sequence. And the sequence is the correct sequence is the first step is the inerting, and the second step is the gassing up, and the third step is the cool down process. So the correct answer is B. Question number 15. What is the method used on board LNG gas carriers for replacing gas in cargo tanks? Option A, displacement method. Option B, dilution method using repeated pressurization. Option B, dilution method using repeated vacuum. And option D, continuous dilution method. And for the replacement of gases in the cargo tanks or in the LNG fuel bunker tanks, the method uses displacement, and this is also called as the piston purge. So the correct answer is A. And question number 16, in relation to ship's boiler, identify an incorrect statement. Option A, in a fuel-fired boiler, physical energy of fuel is converted to heat in the furnace. And option B, the function of the boiler is to transfer heat to the water in the most efficient manner. And option C, boiler is designed to absorb the maximum amount of heat released by the combustion. And option D, the heat of combustion is transmitted to the boiler water by radiation, conduction, and convection. And when we see all the options, the option B and the option C and the option D, all are exactly true. So only the option A is incorrect. So the correct answer is A. And question number 17, the balancing pipeline lying between the shore tank and the ship is called, options are vapor-return line, and the B is vapor escape line, and the C is vapor balancing line. And the correct answer is A, vapor-return line, and the vapor-return line is provided in order to reduce the greenhouse gases from the shipping industries. And question number 18, dash is the standard measurement of atmospheric pressure with respect to 760 mm or 29.90 inches of mercury. So the options are A, 912.5 millibar, B, 1012.5 millibar, and C is 1212.5 millibar. So the correct answer is B, which is 1012.5 millibar. Question number 19, dash refers to the tank which is filled over the full tank. And the options are A, overflow tank, B, spilling tank, and C is the flowing tank. Among all the options, the correct answer is A, which is overflow tank. And question number 20, the sum of the gauge and atmospheric pressure is option A, absolute pressure, B, vacuum pressure, C, atmospheric pressure, and D is the critical pressure. And among all the options, the correct answer is A, that is the absolute pressure. And question number 21, the outlet from the pressure relief valve shall normally be located at least dash from the air intake, air outlet, or opening to accommodation. And the options are A is 5 meter, B is 10 meter, and C is 12 meters, and D is 15 meters. And the correct answer is B, which is 10 meters. And this is as per the IGF code 6.7.2.8. And question number 22, which law states that sum of the partial pressures of the constituent gases of a mixture of gas is equal to the total pressure of the gas mixture? And the options are A, Boyle's law, B, Charles' law, C is Gay-Lussac's law, and D is Dalton's law of partial pressures. So the correct option among A, B, C, and D is the option D, So the correct answer is D, Dalton's law of partial pressures. Question number 23. Accidental release measures in MSDS will not include option A, personal precautions, protective equipment, and emergency procedures. So these are there in the MSDS sheet. So which is there? And option B, methods and material for containment and cleaning up. This is also included in the MSDS sheet. And the option C is instructions for informing immediate authorities on accidental release. So this is not included in the MSDS sheet. So correct answer is C. And question number 24. A vessel loads a cargo of ammonia and obtain MSDS for ammonia from shipper. So which of the following information is available in the MSDS sheet? Option A, that a synonym of ammonia is marsh gas. B, that the main hazards of ammonia are toxic and corrosive. And C, the main hazard of ammonia is flammable. And D, that the chemical formula is CH4. So among all the options, the correct option is B, that is that the main hazards of ammonia are toxic and corrosive, which is indicated in the MSDS sheet. And the option A, ammonia is not a marsh gas, whereas methane is a marsh gas. And the option D, the main hazard of ammonia is flammable. That is also not correct. And the chemical formula is CH4, which is for methane. So the correct answer is B. The main hazards of ammonia are toxic and corrosive. Question number 24. In relation to a ship's boiler, identify the incorrect statement. Option A, radiant heat from the heating surfaces is absorbed and passed by conduction to the water inside the tubes. Option B, convection current in the water completes the transfer of heat from burning fuel to the water. Option C, all three forms of heat transmission do not occur in the boiler simultaneously. Option D, the amount and arrangement of heating surfaces determine the size, shape, and form of the boiler. And among all the options, the option C is the incorrect statement. Why? Because all three forms of heat transmission do not occur. Actually, the correct statement is they all occur together and in the boiler simultaneously. And here the question is given, identify the incorrect. So it is mentioned as do not occur. So that is the correct answer. So the correct answer is C. Question number 25. Ethylene carriers use option A, semi-pressurized and refrigerated tanks. B, semi-pressurized and non-refrigerated tanks. C, pressurized and non-refrigerated tanks. And the correct answer among all the options is A, which is a semi-pressurized and refrigerated tanks. Question number 26. Which cargo among below listed ones carries a risk of polymerization? Option A, methane. Option B, propane. Option C, butane. And option D, vinyl chloride. So among all the options, the correct answer is D, that is vinyl chloride. Question number 27. Which flammability diagram is used to observe change in cargo tank atmosphere for LNG carrier? And the options are A, methane and nitrogen mixers. And the option B, methane and oxygen mixers. And the option C is methane and air mixers. And the option D is methane, oxygen and nitrogen mixers. So among all the options, so D is the correct answer. That is methane, oxygen and nitrogen mixers. Question number 28. The largest breathing organ of the body is option A, lungs. option B, heart, and option C, skin. So the correct answer is C, that is the skin. And question number 29. In ICE method, I stands for option A, injection, B for ice, and C for incubator. And the correct answer is B, that is ice. And question number 30. If icing is not very effective, the next method to be followed is dash around the injuries. And the options are A, compressing, B, resting, and C, massaging. And among all the options, the correct answer is A, that is compressing. So with this, I will be ending up the video, and I hope this will be very helpful for your clearing your exams, your BIGF DG Exit Exam, and more videos will be produced. Thank you for watching.